Hello. It is April 16th, 2026. It is a Thursday. It's kind of a boring Thursday for me. But today we're going to be talking about making patience your weapon. I know it sounds very violent for a very pragmatic and very calm word. Okay, let's dive into it. These videos, by the way, are raw and unscripted. This is kind of just whatever comes to my mind. So if I stutter, make a stupid remark, or just say some straight bullshit, don't blame me, okay? I'm just doing me and I'm just making these videos for myself anyways. So, back to the video. Okay, making patience your weapon. What does that even mean? Where do we begin? I kind of thought about patience in a way, and I think Alex Hermosi translates it to finding something to do while you're waiting for something else to happen, right? And I think I would agree. I definitely would agree to a certain extent. I might be getting definitions wrong here, but for me, I feel like patience plays a lot more of a role with the way you interact with things and kind of your perspective within life. Let me give you an example. If I'm reading a article and I'm starting to find that article is very boring and I don't want to really read it, so I'm starting to skim through it. I think the patient person would have the wisdom to go back and correct themselves and say, "Hey, I'm going to be patient because this is really not that enjoyable. And because I really want the knowledge behind this, I'm going to reread this and I'm going to do it the right way. And even if I have to take a deep breath after every paragraph, I will. So be it." Now, people will say that's discipline, that's resilience. I think you have to be patient for that. A lot of people kind of scream at you to be disciplined, but I think that's where successful people, or people with just different strategies, use patience as a weapon. They're just patient overall, their demeanor is very calm, and they come to reason with themselves. They say, "Hey, I want this, and in order to get that, I'm going to be patient for it," right? And if I have to go through this article, if I have to go through this class, if I have to do this for my business that I really don't want to do, I'm just gonna, go through the thick of it. And that's just the consequence that I'm willing to face in order to get better. Now, you might ask me questions like, "Hey, Yasin, what does resilience mean then? Or what does discipline mean?" I don't know, okay? I don't ask me about that. All I am saying is that use patience as a weapon. And not a lot of people are patient enough. I live in Pennsylvania, and I see people all the time just rushing through traffic or being impatient overall in life. And I'm not saying they don't have valid reasons for not being patient, but then it induces a level of recklessness, right? Where if you really think about it, if you run a red light, maybe you're saving 30 seconds on your commute, a minute, and people usually scroll on their phones for a minute. So it doesn't really make a difference, and you're taking on extraordinary risk. Or maybe significant risk. I don't think extraordinary is really that great of a word to use there. Okay, by the way, I am working on my vocabulary. I don't try to use big words to sound smart. I'm actually a really big fan of just, you know, proper vocabulary. And because of that, I try challenging myself by using words that I'm not so sure about. Um, uh, for example, I used the word contention the wrong way last week with someone else. I said that uh, once I get to a certain point in my life, I would then uh, have a contention with myself. But that wasn't really the right use case for it. Let me actually double check if contention is even the word I'm actually talking about. Uh, Heated disagreement. Actually, did I use it right? I mean, I was gonna have. Well, it is more so about having a resolution with myself, not really so much of a disagreement. I don't know. I'm gonna really have to think about it. But anyways, I'm getting derailed for this video. Yeah. Uh, you are a soldier fighting life, right? Life throws many cannonballs at you, and if you have patience within your inventory to fight, I think you'll win. Yeah. I think now success is different for everyone, but I think we can all agree that it's a different level of aura you get from someone that is just patient. Like, oh, that's gonna take 5 years? Okay, where do we begin? Or someone that's like, oh, that's a 500-page book. Oh yeah, let's get through it. It's this level of calmness that just exudes confidence. You know, it's like, guys, we're gonna be patient and we're gonna get through this. And I feel like that's a winner mindset. So, oh, one more example before we end this video. I was sending a cold emailing campaign. Well, one of the people I work with, Adam, shout out Adam, if you ever see this. He was sending out a cold emailing campaign and he spent a couple $100. And after a week, we didn't see any results. I was like, dude, what the hell? We just spent all this money and we're going to spend even more? And he's like, Yassine, I'll look into it. Now, he didn't, didn't want to tell me, but I was being an asshole and I wasn't being patient. And that's my problem. But he didn't want to tell me that because he was being really nice. Come to find out, a week later, we start getting responses. After 2 weeks. It's all in patience. Just be patient. Okay? If you create an offer and you go and try to sell people and you call 100 people in a couple days and you get 0 deals, you're not being patient. Okay? It comes to a point where fundamentals are fundamentals. They just work. And the only variable that you're getting wrong is you not being patient. So yeah. By the way, I'm only getting upset at myself, not at the crowd really. If you are watching this, uh, I, yeah, I'm just literally just yelling at myself in the future because I know you're a lazy piece of shit that doesn't, that wants things super fast, right? I think everyone's into instant gratification. So if you are, cut it out and be patient, okay? Want more for yourself and you'll get more. That's all I have to say today, okay? Maybe it was a useless yap, and maybe I'm just an idiot behind a screen, but guess what? I'm comfortable with that. And I have patience and belief that I will be better in the future. So why not start today? Anyways, I I'm starting to feel like I'm an infomercial. Anyways, I said anyways 80 billion times. Very uncandidly. Oh my god, I said uncandid last video and I didn't know if it was an adverb or not. But then I realized that if you're describing something using a verb, then you do use ly. So was I describing myself with he is being very uncandidly? No, no, that doesn't sound right. The Okay, after this video, I'm actually gonna research how to use being candid or uncandid, how it actually works, and what are the uh tenses of the actual verb I should use. Yeah, candid is a verb. Yeah, it's not an adjective, right? Yeah, it isn't. I think I wasted like 2 minutes at the end. I could have ended this like way earlier. Anyways, I think that was my fifth anyways. If anyone's counting, please let me know in the comments and I'll know you watched the full video. And if you did, I love you from the bottom of my heart. And yeah. Anyways, this was, I think that was 6 or Anywho, thank you for watching, guys, and I will see you tomorrow, hopefully, if I don't get hit by a car or die during my sleep or my internet cuts out. It could be only of those three. Thank you.